Zdravo, kakasi. Yes, I'm Marina, and today I'm gonna talk about why I love Serbia. I think the only words I know in Serbia are the ones that I said. I also know how to say ja sam novinarka, something like that. Hello, my name is Marina Ozira. I am a Brazilian journalist and a model also, and today I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite subjects, why I love Serbia. I adore Serbia. And I decided to go to Serbia because I said I want to go to a country that nobody goes. Because everybody goes to France, United States, Italy. I don't have anything against those countries. But I said I want to go to a different place. And then I started to do some researches and I found a video of a guy. I don't know if I'm going to remember his name, but he was so funny. He has a channel where he shares some funny videos. But anyway, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. And when I arrived in Serbia, I was so very welcomed by everybody. And that's the first reason why I love Serbia. Everybody welcomed me so well. I was even invited to go to Slavas in Serbia. And this is something so intimate, so private. And people were just very polite with me. I just loved it. The second reason why I love Serbia is because they didn't have stereotypes or bad stereotypes about Brazil. So when people asked me where I was from and I said I'm Brazilian, they were asking me so many beautiful questions like, how is the Amazon? What is the food? And they were asking me about the football players. And I was like, oh my God. Because some countries, that I'm not gonna say the name here, but they ask stupid questions, especially because I'm a woman. So they think I'm there because I want to find a rich husband. They think I am doing something illegal, and Serbian people, no, they were so enlightened to get to know me. Just like I was enlightened to get to know them. So it was like a great exchange. The third reason why I love Serbian is Serbian men. Oh my God, I think that should be the first one. Let's talk about it. Serbian men are something different. They are family oriented. They are polite. They are gentlemen. They really open the door for you when you go out. They don't let you pay, they don't let you touch the bills. This is so different from Brazil because here men believe the women are their slaves. You need to do everything from them. Of course, not every man, but most of them. And in Serbia, I felt like a princess. I realized this is how I want to be treated. And the Serbian men, they dress so well. They're traditional men. What can I say about Serbian men? They were so respectful with me. They were so polite and kind. And they're just so handsome. They dress well. I think I said it already, but I'm gonna repeat. They dress so well. I remember I went to Italy for a small vacation. And when I arrived there, I was like, I want to go back to Belgrade. Belgrade guys dresses better than those people from Italy. Please, people from Italy, don't hate me. That was my personal experience and I was just a few days in Italy. But when I arrived there, I was like, where are the Serbian men? And the fourth reason why I love Serbia is because they know how to party. And I'm not just gonna say the parties about clubs. Also, they have amazing clubs there. They have boat clubs, clubs in a boat. But I remember that I went to a kafana where you eat a lot of traditional food with live music and it's everything just so beautiful. I remember I felt like I was in a movie. I was listening to the song, which unfortunately I don't understand anything, but the musicians playing live music and with the whole scenario of the place, I really felt like I went to Porto where everybody was just so passionate. They were singing and I remember like, oh my God, I wanna live here forever. Really, I wanted to live in that specific scenario because it was just so beautiful and the food is something else. Another reason why I love Serbia so much is because Serbia is a place where brilliant people are born, like Nikola Tesla or the tennis player Djokovic. So Nikola Tesla is one of my favorite scientists and person in the world because he's so intelligent. He created so many things and he lived in United States and there people say he's Serbian American. Like, what the fuck is that? I understand what you mean, but he is Serbian. Don't try to take his nationality just because he's this amazing person. Say where he is from, And I remember that I read some things that he did. He created something, I don't know the name, sorry. We could have electricity for the whole world, you know, and people keep these informations because they don't want this to get spread. But he was one of the most brilliant minds that landed on Earth. He has these things about numbers and co-creation and manifestation. He was just brilliant. I don't know what else to say about him because he's just so much that, yeah, he's definitely one of the reasons why I love Serbia. All right, let's talk about another reason why I love Serbia. It is Djokovic. I'm going to talk about him because he really is an amazing tennis player. He really inspired me in so many ways, but I believe one of the biggest moments of my life was when we were during the pandemic and he didn't take the vaccine because he said, I'm not gonna do anything against my body. And I felt the same. I was feeling alone because nobody thought like that. And when I saw him going through all of that, I get emotional when I talk about it because I felt somebody understand what I'm feeling. Like I have the right to treat my body the way I want to, you know, and he had so much to lose because he was forbidden to play in championships. People were talking so many bad things about him. He's so amazing. And now I was like, oh my God, I wanna cry. He didn't let people tell him what to do. And I'm a person like that myself. I don't let anybody tell me how to live my life. And when I saw him, I was like, yes, of course it's a Serbian man. Bravo, brate. I felt like the power inside of myself. Like, if he can say no, I can say no. I respect my body. I tell my body what we do. Ja volim te, Djokovic. Did I say it right? The other reason why I love Serbia, it's because Serbian men are family oriented. I remember that I asked a friend of mine if he had a son and he said, oh no, I'm not married yet. Like in Brazil, 5 million children don't even have the name of their fathers in their birth certificate. Yeah, that's very sad. And in Serbia, they really have this passion about their family and the way they want to raise their children and the way they want to pass the culture for their kids. And that's, for me, it's just so beautiful because I truly believe that when a person decides to have a kid, they really need to want that. They need to be proud of having an existence, you know, a small person that is going to carry their legacy. And for me, that was just so beautiful to realize that they really think like that. The other reason why I love Serbia, it's because of the Slavas. I remember that I was invited for so many Slavas, and this was just so beautiful because it's a very private celebration. And Serbian people, if they like you, they don't have any problem. They don't hesitate to call you to their houses, to give you food, you know. So I remember going to these Slavas and seeing all the families, and then I was like, wow, those people are really family oriented. Nothing like what this fucking media says. Yeah, again, there I was like, I want a Serbian man. You're gonna see me repeating this all the time because I just really love Serbian men. Another reason why I love Serbian is the sense of humor. People are so funny. The woman and the man, they are just so funny. I think one of the funniest guy I know in my life, it's a guy that I met in Serbia. His name is Ringe. Just by saying I'm laughing. I hope you're seeing this video, Ringe, because he was just so funny. I don't speak Serbian and I could laugh from him talking. And he speaks English, but when he was talking to his friends in Serbia, I was laughing. I'm laughing right now just by remember how funny he is. And I believe this is part of the culture, you know, where men are very funny and women also. But I remember that every time that I was out with friends, I was laughing so hard. Even when I talk to my friends here through the internet, they have this sentence like, oh, point. They are the funniest people I have ever met in my life. Another reason why I love Serbia is the food, of course. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna remember the name of the things. But one of the foods that I do know and never forgot the name is sarma. I loved sarma. Oh my God. I wish I could eat sarma right now. Really, if I find any Serbian person walking here in Brazil, I'm gonna say, please make me sarma. I just love so much because it's so tasteful. Oh bože, oh bože, I want sarma. Please, if you're a Serbian man, can you send me some sarma, please? Or take me to a restaurant where I can eat. Another reason why I love Serbia is because I never had a problem of harassment on the streets compared to Brazil. When we compare Serbia to Brazil, Serbia is way safer than Brazil. Yes, even though the media says the contrary, but you probably heard about how Brazil can be violent. I love my country, guys, don't get me wrong. I know we have beautiful things here, beautiful people, beautiful beach, but when I was walking in Serbia, I always felt safe. Even in the night, you know, I never had this problem of walking and fear that somebody would do anything to me. I also never had any violence problem, like, you know, I never saw people fighting on the streets or having those problems, which is a little bit different from my own country. The other reason why I love Serbia is because they love my hair. Really, every time I was walking on the street, people were stopping me and saying, can I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? And if a person here in Brazil asks me to do that, I'm gonna say no right away, you know, because here in Brazil, it's a little bit racist, so they don't like my hair. I grew up straightening my hair. I'm gonna let a picture here because I grew up thinking my hair was so ugly, so dirty, so many things. And when I was in Serbia, they were like in love with my hair, really, with my curly hair and the way it is, the way it looks. So I remember that I felt like, wow, they really think I'm beautiful. And the kids also, and even old people, they were very in love with my hair. I remember I saw a lady, she was very old from a small town and she never had seen a black person in her life. I was the first one. I was so happy because she was looking at me and she asked me to touch my hair and it was so cute. Yeah, that was cute. Last but not least, Serbian people also love Brazilian people. So I guess this was one of the things that create this connection between me and Serbia because people really like Brazil. We have a player in Brazil that is from Serbia. His name is Petkovic and he just loves Brazil, really, because he played here and he felt how people loved football and how people embraced him. He even played for my club, Atlético Mineiro. Nobody knows that, but he got famous in Flamengo. And I think he knows what I'm talking about because he was so welcomed here. People just loved him and he was one of the best football players we ever had. And he's from Serbia. So this is so crazy. I remember when I was in Belgrade and people were asking me if I know Petkovic. I was like, if I know Petkovic, of course I know this man. He's like a god in Brazil. And really he is because he creates so many great institutions for poor people, for poor kids that cannot afford to play football here. He's really a god. If you are a Serbian person watching this, let me know what would you like to ask me about my experience in Serbia and tell me, did I miss something? I want to know. I want to know your opinion. Let me know and do vidjenja.